Did you know that permission sets are one of the most important security features in Salesforce? In this video, you will learn about Salesforce permission sets and permission set groups. If you're not familiar with permission sets, they allow you to grant special access to users without needing to create additional profiles. We are going to take a look at how to group permission sets together, how to assign permission sets to guest user, and as an added bonus, how to assign licenses for managed packages. We tucked a special bonus tip right at the end, so be sure and stick around to learn all of the hacks that we have for you. My name is Stacy, and I'm from Chargent. Are you a Salesforce admin or consultant who wants to learn more about payments? Then you are in the right place. Let's dig in. What are permission set groups, and how do they work? Salesforce admins can now create permission set groups to simplify extending users' access without changing their profiles. Let's head over to Salesforce Setup and create one now. In this example, we will be creating a permission set group for some Chargent permission sets. Step 1. Type permission set into the Setup Quick Find box and click on Permission Set Groups. To create a new group, we will click on the New Permission Set Group button and enter a few details. Let's name it Chargent Anywhere Users, give it an API name, and a description. Step 2. Once the permission set group has been created, we need to add permission sets to it. Click the Permission Sets in Group link and then the Add Permission Set button. Let's select the Chargent Payment Console and Chargent Payment Request permission sets, and then click the Add button. Now click Done. Step 3. Let's go back to our permission set group and assign the new permission set group to a user by clicking Manage Assignments. Click the Add Assignments button and select the users you want to grant these permissions to. Click Done, and that's it. One quick thing, we've made a special checklist for you on 10 ways to make Salesforce payments safe, easy, and profitable. So check that link in the description below. You might be saying, well, wait, what about site guest users? If you haven't already noticed, the site guest user wasn't listed as a user when clicking the Add Assignments button. To assign permission sets to a site guest user, we will need to navigate to the site they use in Setup. To do that, start typing sites in the Setup Quick Find box and click on Sites. Find the site you are looking for and click on it. In this case, we will select the payment request site used with Chargent Payment Request. Next, click on Public Access Settings and then Assigned Users. You will now see the full name of the site guest user. Click on the name and then click the Permission Set Assignments shortcut link near the top of the page. Now click the Edit Assignments button. In the Available Permission Sets list, let's select Permission Set for Payment Request Base and Permission Set for Payment Request Chargent Orders. Now click the Add arrow. Now click Save, and you're done. The Chargent admin can apply additional permissions using the Manage User Permissions tab in Chargent Settings. This simplifies things even more. And here is your added bonus. Many AppExchange apps like Chargent require 2 items to be applied. The permission sets that we just talked about and a user license must be applied to a user, so you have 2 layers of permissions to grant your Salesforce users access. Step 1. To add a license to a user, head back over to the Quick Find box and type Installed Packages. Find the Chargent Orders package and click Manage Licenses. Step 2. Next, click on Add Users. Select the users you want to have a license and click the Add button. Now do the same thing for the Chargent Anywhere package and you're all set.
There are 2 things a Salesforce user needs in order to use Chargent or other Salesforce AppExchange apps: a license and permission sets. In this video, I'm going to show you how to assign Chargent licenses to a user in Salesforce. My name is Randy, and I'm from Chargent. If you are a Salesforce admin or consultant who wants to learn about payments and be a superstar for your organization, then you're in the right place. Before we dive into the demonstration, let's take a minute to review licenses in Salesforce. In Salesforce, users are assigned a user license which determines the baseline features that the user can access. A Chargent license gives a user the baseline ability to use the Chargent application. Please note that in production, a Chargent license is required in order to use and access the Chargent application. In Sandbox, there is no need to assign a Chargent license as this is a test environment. When Chargent is installed in a Sandbox, you have use of all of Chargent's features without assigning any licenses. Step 1, review installed packages user interface. Let's go to a production org and take a look at Chargent packages and the licenses in Salesforce. Navigate to Salesforce Setup by clicking the gear icon. In the quick find box, type in installed packages and click on installed packages. Please note that the packages needed are determined by your Chargent products and subscription level. Let's quickly review some important things in the installed packages UI, which will help you now and in the future. You will see the package name, allowed licenses, which is the number of licenses for your org determined by your subscription level, the used license count, and also the license status, which should be active if you are a customer and trial if you're test driving Chargent. Additionally, in this UI, you will see the Chargent version number. Chargent encourages all of our customers to stay up to date with the latest version to have the use of our most current features and the latest improvements and bug fixes available. You can verify if you're on the latest version of Chargent available by visiting our release notes section of our installation page on our website. Updating packages is free for all Chargent customers. Per Salesforce best practices, install updates in Sandbox and test thoroughly before installing in production. Step 2, assigning a Chargent license. Okay, back to assigning a Chargent license. The Chargent base package is a site license. Therefore, it doesn't need to be assigned to individual users. The Chargent orders package and the Chargent anywhere package require assignment to individual users. Let's assign a Chargent license to a user. Click on the Manage License link to assign licenses to your users. Click on the Add User button. Check the action box next to the user you would like to assign licenses and click the Add button. That's it. You just assigned the Chargent license to your user. If you are a larger organization with hundreds of users and would like to mass assign Chargent licenses, we have created a knowledge article on how to do this using Data Loader. See the link in the description below for more information. If you need additional Chargent licenses that are currently available in your org, please reach out. We're happy to provide you with a quote to add additional licenses for your organization. Did you know that there are 2 things a Salesforce user needs in order to use Chargent or other Salesforce AppExchange apps? The 2 things are a license and permission sets. In this video, I'm going to show you how to assign Chargent permission sets in Salesforce. My name is Randy, and I'm from Chargent. If you are a Salesforce admin or consultant who wants to learn about payments and be a superstar for your organization, then you're in the right place. Before we dive into the demonstration, let's take a minute to review permission sets. In Salesforce, users are assigned a user license, which determines the baseline features the user can access. Salesforce permission sets are then used to give additional access to records and objects, specifying what a user can do with the various records they have access to. Permission sets define a user's object access, ability to create, update, or edit such records, as well as give access to Apex classes and Visualforce pages. Limiting access to your records and objects helps maintain security for your data. Think of a license as a key to the front door of your workplace, while the permission sets are the additional keys that let you into various rooms in the building. Whether in Sandbox or production, permission sets will need to be assigned. The Chargent permission sets needed will depend on your Chargent subscription and the packages installed. If you are not a Chargent customer yet, our 30-day trial lets you test drive all of Chargent's great features. So install our trial in the Sandbox and follow along. One more thing I want you to be aware of is that you can reduce your accounts receivable and collections challenges in Salesforce with Chargent. Learn how Chargent can make your payment process configurable and automated, saving you time and money. Get our expert guide in the description of this video. Step 1, Chargent base and orders permission set assignment. Let's go to an org and take a look at the Chargent base and orders permission sets. These permission sets are easily assigned in the Chargent settings UI by navigating to the Manage User Permissions subtab. To get there, use the app launcher and type Chargent settings in the quick find box. Select Chargent settings. Click on Manage User Permissions subtab. In the Permission Set Assignment Utility interface, you will see there are 4 tabs: Chargent Admin Base, Chargent Admin Orders, Chargent User Base, and Chargent User Orders. The primary difference between the admin and user permissions is admin permissions give users the ability to make configuration changes to Chargent. Those with user permission sets will have more limited access to the various Chargent settings. The base permissions are what give the user permissions related to the base package, and the orders permissions are what give a user permissions related to the orders package. Both sets of permission sets are required to be able to use Chargent. These permission sets will give users access to various Chargent objects such as Chargent orders and transactions, which are a child object of the custom object Chargent orders that gets installed with the package. To assign the permission, select the permission set you wish to assign, which will be highlighted in blue in the UI. Select the user in the Available Users column. Use the arrow to move the user into the Assigned User column. That's it! You just assigned the user a Chargent permission set. Remember, both base and orders permission sets need to be assigned to each user. Step 2. Chargent Anywhere permission set assignment. If you have the Chargent Anywhere package installed, you will also need to assign your users the permission sets for Chargent Anywhere. These are found in the Salesforce Setup user interface. Navigate to the Salesforce Setup using the gear icon. Type permission into the quick find box and click on Permission Sets. The permission sets for the Chargent Anywhere are called Chargent Payment Console and Chargent Payment Request. Click on the permission set label, then click on Manage Assignment button. Check the box in the action column next to the user's name and use the Add Assignments button to assign the permission set. Congrats! Now your users will be able to use Chargent's very popular Chargent Anywhere Lightning Web component that payment enables any object in Salesforce. Your users can now create payments from their preferred objects. Step 3. Site guest user permission sets for payment request. There's one other permission set that we'll touch on briefly. If you are using Payment Request, which is one of Chargent's most popular features, you'll need to ensure the site guest user permission sets are assigned. This will allow your customers the use of a secure payment request link to make payments and update and create records inside of Salesforce. Complete setup instructions for payment requests can be found on our website or contact our support team for help. Complete the payment request setup wizard before assigning permission sets for this user. Navigate to Salesforce Setup by using the gear icon. Type Sites in the quick find box and select Sites. Click on the site label Payment Request. Click on the Public Access Setting button. Click on the View Users button. Click on Full Name, Site Guest User, Payment Request. Click on Permission Set Assignments. If the permission set for Payment Request Base and permission set for Payment Request Chargent Orders are not assigned, use the Edit Assignment button and move those permission sets from the Available Permission Sets to Enabled Permission Sets with the Add arrow and save. Congratulations! Your site users are now ready to use Chargent's Payment Request feature. We covered a lot in this video. If you have additional questions regarding permission sets, we have a number of knowledge base articles on our website for you to review, or reach out to Chargent's support team for assistance. And now, check out this next video here. My name is Randy, and at Chargent, we're dedicated to helping Salesforce customers like you keep your payments simple. And remember, we're always here to help.